Welcome to Roots from LNER, BLT or GNT. With food and drink delivered to your seat, it's freedom all the way with LNER. Welcome to The Quiet Coach on Roots from LNER. I'm Clara Amfo, and on this episode, we are diving quietly into the travel mind of comedian Babatunde Aléshé. I'm so obsessed with how I pronounce your name. I'm really pleased with myself.
Yeah,
We've got to get it right.
Good.
Now, it's lovely to have you back, Babatunde. Excited to hear your snacks, your hacks, and most importantly, your tracks. But before we do, as this episode is all about slowing down and winding down, how do you switch off? Because can a comedian ever switch off?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I switch off with music. Like, music really takes me out of this world, to be fair. And so music is the way I switch off. And food, but not really music, but yeah, food as well.
Do you have a like a quiet room where you go? Like, do you have a dad cave at home?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's coming.
Right.
It's actually coming. Yeah.
Yeah, where you can just go,
Yeah.
be by yourself, listen to your tunes,
Yeah.
all of that.
I'm currently making it. I bought myself a vinyl player and I've got all my vinyls. It's just now to make the room, basically. So yeah.
Purely music, gaming, anything like that in there?
No
Just
gaming,
purely
just
tunes.
Music and my shoes will be up in there. So I'll just get to sit, look at all my shoes and play music.
And be in peace.
And be in peace.
I'd like you to tell me about a place that has inspired you and a place that's changed you, because travel does change people. Like it's a gift to be able to travel. It's a privilege to be able to travel, whether you're doing, a 10K journey or a 40,000K journey.
Yeah, Zambia changed me, to be fair. Really did. And for two reasons. Number one, I was driving out there. And so just to be able to say, I drove in the lower Zambezi. Sounds lit. You know what I'm saying? That's a great way to kind of like get a conversation started. Like, oh, you did you? Yes, in my 4x4, I was driving in the lower Zambezi. It just sounds cool to me. You know what I mean? Also, something happened when I was out there speaking to this young man, and we were just talking about Africa. He was just, oh, you're from Nigeria and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah. It was just like, so why'd you seem like down? And I was just like, well, it's my first time in Africa and it's not home. And then he said something. He goes to me, this is his words. He goes to me, listen, bro, before...
In that accent?
No. Yeah.
Listen, bro.
Right. Basically, he was just like, look, before they colonized Africa, Africa was one. And I was just like, yeah, you're right. And then he tapped me and he went, welcome home, my brother. And when he said that, I was like, you know what I mean? I was just like, so yeah, that changed me a lot. And that whole experience, just being in Africa, was just, mind-blowing. So that changed me.
Yeah, because even as you tell that story, I felt that.
Yeah.
Because it's really profound, what he said. Like, And I guess that would change, making you feel, I guess, a bit more like connected.
Yeah, 100%. As soon as he said that, I was just like, oh, I'm home. Like, I'm actually home.
For sure.
Yeah. So
I look forward to having you back on the show when you talk about your first trip to Nigeria.
Oh, I can't wait.
That's going to be a great episode. Right, we're going to get into our big three on The Quiet Coach now: snacks, hacks, and tracks. So snacks, what are the foods that you have to travel with when you are away? What are your creature comforts, your home away from home on the road?
So I need a sandwich.
You're a sandwich guy?
I need a sandwich, a hearty sandwich. Yeah, not none of this little cucumber and tuna and all this. Don't bring no tuna around.
What are the fillings?
I need some chicken up in there, some salad. You know what I'm saying? I need some bacon or even chicken stuffing, and I need something that's what I need.
Okay, you need a stealthy sandwich.
Stick to your ribs, make me sleep. That's what I need.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Sandwiches, I think, got a lot of bad press over the past decade.
How
because
can sandwiches get bad press? Sandwiches will never get... Where? Who did it?
No, but, I mean, if we're really going to go there, Western diet culture. No, but people got afraid of carbs. And people stopped eating bread for a long time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But as you speak, I've seen the return of the sandwich, especially at Christmas time. Certain high street chains will make a festive sandwich, and those things are incredible.
Them festive sandwiches,
yeah.
But it's better when it's homemade. It just sounds like a meal deal, but yeah, I need a packet of crisps. I need some biscuits as well, to be fair. And I do like a nice cocktail if I'm...
What you drinking?
I might just get a gin and tonic, like a little porn star martini and them type of things, you get me?
A classy affair.
Yeah.
All right, what foods do you only eat when you're on holiday? Because see me, I don't really, I enjoy a well-made burger, whatever, but there's a certain fast food chain.
You're gonna laugh.
I think we can say it, can't we? I only ever eat McDonald's. I've got to think about eating McDonald's in other countries.
I have that as well because it does taste a bit different.
Like
it's
Japanese
way better.
McDonald's, bangs.
Really?
Incredible.
Okay.
So what do you only eat when you're on holiday?
I gotta have wings and chips. I'm a big wings guy. But I remember for our anniversary, we left the children at home. Me and my wife, we went to Dubai and I had wings and chips every day. I just kept ordering it room service. I was just like, yep, give me wings and chips. And I would just sit on the balcony and just go to town. My wife was like, you really just gonna eat wings and chips? You can get that back home. And I was just like, I don't know what it is about over here, but this hits.
Hits different.
It hits different. Yeah, so I've got to have that.
So there's no Fanta, certain crisp, whatever. You're a wing. West African Fanta bangs.
Oh my days. Yo, the first time Fanta outside of this country.
Incredible.
Oh my days. Slaps. I kept buying it. Like I just kept going back to the shop and I was just like, my wife was just like, yo, chill. It's a lot of sugar. I was like, I don't care. This is amazing. Like, yeah. So Fanta, Lay's, crisp.
Yeah. Because I think it's the American version of Walker's, isn't it? Basically. But it does taste different.
It does. It bangs. It's more thinner. It's like kettle
yeah.
I have to have that. And those are really the only two things.
That's a good mix-up. Wings, chips, bottled Fanta, island Fanta, essentially, and some Lay's. I'm not mad at that at all. Now, you spoke about music being a big part of your life. So let's get into the track section. What songs take you straight back to a place you've been?
D'Angelo's first album, Brown Sugar. I love that album. So, once that starts playing, I'm already gone. So I'll start listening to that. Jill Scott. Who is Jill Scott?
I love Jill Scott.
I bought that on vinyl. My Lord. Yeah. So that album, MF Doom. I'm a massive, massive MF Doom fan.
That's for the quote unquote real hip hop heads.
Once you get into his music, it's like total bliss. And all of these tracks are just like, that's the only way I can describe it. It's like you just exhale and you're like, yeah, right.
Okay, so on holiday, does your playlist selection switch up?
Yes, it does. Fela Kuti.
Hey.
I'm not even lying. It switches into Fela. I don't know what it is, but when I'm on the plane going to another country, I have to listen to Fela. And then when I'm in that country, I just have to keep... I don't know why, but I just need to listen to Fela. I have no idea why, but it's like my brain just goes, this situation or this setting suits this music.
Water.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have to listen to Fela. I have to listen to... I get into my Fuji bag. I have to listen to old school Nigerian Fuji. And I got to...
For people that don't know, what is Fuji?
Fuji is high percussion, like... Yeah,
so big drums.
Yeah, it's like go-go music, but faster. It's traditional Yoruba percussion music. That's the only way to describe it.
But it's great what you say about those two artists because essentially, like, they are really global sounds.
Polar opposites, yeah.
But also, like, sounds that I think anyone could sort of like find a sort of like, I don't know, like a feeling from.
Yeah. So that's it. I tend to listen to like live music when I'm away. So Bob Marley and the Wailers, Fela. I was listening to Oasis live at Nebworth.
Great show. Great gig.
And I was just there like, yeah! Like I was just like,
Let me ask you this. Did you get your ticket?
I didn't! But I'm going to ask Live Nation if they can.
Just a little cheeky
Live Nation, you know what I'm saying? Man,
made a lot of money with my best-selling tour, High Expectations.
On, you know what I mean?
I'm expecting you to get me an Oasis ticket.
Yeah.
But that's a great eclectic mix. So that's for you.
My sister. I don't say blame my sister, but my sister, growing up, she was like into rock and all of this stuff. And I was just like, why am I listening to Aerosmith? I don't like this music.
Taste.
But then you just keep listening to it and next minute, you like this song, you like that song, you like da-da-da. Next minute, I'm just like, well, okay. Well, I like all this type of music.
But I think that's great.
No, it's great.
Taste.
Yeah.
Exactly. Where do you go to look for new music? Because are you one of those people that lets new music happen to you?
Do, yeah. I let new music...
rather than seek it?
No, I don't seek it.
Yeah.
Yeah, new music happens to me. Like, I just discovered Rags Original, and I am an absolute fan of his music. Like, he's dope. Anytime you see me buy anything on vinyl, I like this artist. Yeah, Rags Original is probably the newest person I've started listening to. Cleo
Soul.
Oh,
listen, that woman is gifted by the gods. She's so talented.
But you gotta be in the mood. For me, I gotta be in the mood to listen to her. But damn, she's dope.
And great holiday music.
Yeah.
Oh my God, her voice is like honey. It's so soothing and just beautiful and lovely.
But when I'm on the beach and stuff, Bob Marley and Fela just connect. And with Bob Marley especially, everybody gets into it. But I go deeper than Bob. I go into Dennis and, a bit of Capleton, a bit controversial, but Capleton as well. Beres Hammond.
Of course.
Love Beres. And that's me, basically.
No, but I'm thinking about your playlist. I'm thinking about being on the beach, and that is great music. And it's so true what you say. Yeah. Bob Marley, I think, is one of our last sort of cultural figures where if you were to see like an outline of his silhouette or you see a picture of him, everyone's always like, all over the world. He's one of those few figures that everyone agrees on, and everybody 100%. Just wants to protect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what a legacy. Great for listening to on the beach. All right, hacks. So what are your tips and tricks that make traveling more enjoyable?
Oh, okay. Wet wipes. Pack your wet wipes. Please be packing wet wipes. Antibacterial wipes as well. Because I just bring them out of habit. Right, even though I go to some nice hotels, I'm still like, okay, just give this a wipe down. Like, I know it's clean, but just give it a nice wipe.
Have you seen that woman on TikTok who literally gives her hotel room a full like clean down as if she's at home? Though. She packs a travel mop, travel scourers.
Okay, that's crazy.
She's a mum from Atlanta. Look her up. It's fascinating.
Okay,
but she has a travel bidet, everything.
Yeah.
She's like that prepared. If you think that your levels are there as a passport dad, she's like through the roof when it comes to organisation.
Steamer. Let's pack a portable steamer. That's really it.
Fair.
Yeah, but the wet wipes is honestly the biggest one.
Oh, listen, I'm a wet wipes queen. Anyway, Babatunde, thank you so very much.
Thank you.
We are nearly at the end of the Quiet Coach episode, but before you go, I would like to ask one final question. What have you learnt about yourself as a traveller?
I've learned in a weird way, I don't like people. Like, I like people, but when I'm traveling, I like to focus. Let me not say I don't like people. I just like to focus. And if people get in my way, then I want to eliminate you. Not through death, because that's not my... Let me start again.
We advocate violence on this podcast.
I just don't like people. Just stay away from me when I'm traveling and everything will be good.
Do you know what? The irony in that is that, Babatunde, I don't think you're alone. Yeah. I think in our hearts we love people. Yeah, but when I'm traveling, let me mind my business.
You know what someone did to me today?
Go on.
Came up to me and was just like, is this train going to this location? And I'm like, number one, do I look like I work at this train station? No. Number two, there is the board right behind you. Why didn't you look? I was just like, bruv, you need to just check if it goes there. And I just jumped on the train. And I was fuming on the train. I was just like, and yeah. That's what happens to me all the time.
Babatunde doesn't like people, and also don't you dare ask him for directions.
No, say hi to me.
Okay,
I'll say hi back.
But then also let you mind your business. Fair dues. Baba, thank you so very much for joining me on The Quiet Coach with LNER. Now, if you like what you heard today, why not rate and review it wherever you get your podcasts, and make sure you give us a follow. Clear your inbox and think outside the box. On LNER, it's freedom all the way. Roots from LNER, a distorted production